We're continuing section 1.1 on linear equations with two more linear applications. Example 4. Outdoor Outfitters marks up the wholesale price of a two-man tent by 30%. If the selling price of the tent is $377, what was the wholesale price? So the wholesale price, of course, is what the Outdoor Outfitters paid for the tent, but they need to make a profit. So they mark it up by 30%. So let's just write words first, and then we'll get to some numbers. The selling price is determined by taking the wholesale price, what they paid, and then they're going to mark it up 30%. Of course, when we deal with percents in a calculation, we change them to a decimal, move the decimal 2 places to the left, and we get 0.30. But are we just adding 0.30? Is that how much they're marking it up? That's 30 cents. If we look at it like that and consider it money, this is all money, that would just be 30 cents. They're not going to just get a profit of 30 cents, right? They're marking it up 30% of something. Of what? Well, they're calculating this. So it's not 30% of this, because we're about to, that's what the whole point of this calculation is for them to determine how much should we sell it for. So it must be the wholesale price, 30% of the wholesale price. What did we pay for it? Let's mark it up 30% more, and that's what we'll sell it for. That's what they're thinking. Okay, what do they tell us? They tell us the selling price. Oh, they're giving us this, okay? It's $377. What was the wholesale price? Well, there's our variable. I'll just use an X. You can use any variable. Plus 0.30 times wholesale price, right? There's the X again. Okay, so here's our equation. We have a linear equation to solve. Simplifying the right-hand side, we have decimals here because we're talking about money. 1x plus 0.30x is 1.30x. Divide both sides by 1.30. And we get x is equal to 290. So the wholesale price is $290. So what they really would have done, they're not, they wouldn't be calculating what did we pay, but that was our exercise. But you can see now, they went to the supplier, they paid them $290. They said, we need a profit, we're going to get 30% more. So they multiplied 0.30 times this, which turns out to be $87. So $87 plus $290 is how they arrive at the price they want to charge, $377. Okay, last example. Shira tracks her net calories taken in minus calories burned, as part of her fitness program. Well, let's again just write some words first. Her net calories equals calories in, I'm just going to use cal for calories, minus calories burned. This is what she does every day. Okay, for one particular day, her net intake was 1480. Well, before we get to that, let's think about calories in. What are they going to tell us? She's going to get calories in from lunch, breakfast, dinner, and snacks. That's where she's getting calories in. So I'm going to rewrite this now with some abbreviations. Her calories in come from, we'll put them in order, breakfast plus lunch plus dinner plus snacks, and then subtract calories burned. A lot of variables here, but we'll figure out how to handle this because they're going to give us some information. Now we can start filling in. For one particular day, her net intake was 1480. And they start telling us things. Let's see. Her lunch calories were half of her breakfast calories. So I'm not going to write anything for breakfast yet, but for lunch, I can put 1/2 B. Okay. Her dinner calories were 200 more than breakfast. So for dinner, I'm going to put B plus 200. Put it in parentheses like that so I can keep them separate and I can see what's what. I don't have snack. I don't have breakfast yet. She ate 120 less in snacks than she had for breakfast. So snacks is breakfast minus 120. And let's see, let me just do a bracket here. This is all calories in right there in the brackets. So, and then breakfast, they don't tell me, I'll just leave that as B because everything else was related to B. Half of it, 200 more, 120 less. Okay, all of this minus calories burned. Do they tell us anything about that? Yes, she burned 700 calories by exercising. How many calories did she take in from snacks? Tricky. I've got B's in here. When I find B, I am not done because I'm supposed to find my S, right? My snacks. So let's see if we can solve this for B. 1480 equals, inside the parentheses, what have I got? I've got, let's just get rid of these parentheses I've got and put the B's together. I've got a B, I've got a half of a B, I've got another B, and another B, and then I've got 200, and I've got minus 120. Just getting things in order. Now I'll simplify. All the B's add up. I've got 1, 2, 3 plus a half. So that would be 7 halves. 3 and a half is 7 halves. B. And 200 minus 120 is 80. And then that minus 700. Okay? So now I can combine the 80 and the 700. Just take off the brackets. I just left them there to show here's calories in, here's calories burned. But now take off the brackets and I get 7 halves B minus 80 minus 700 is what? Negative 620. So now we need to add 620 to both sides. When we do that, we get 2100 equals 7 halves B. And now again, I like to multiply by the reciprocal, so I'm going to multiply 2100 by 2/7. And 2/7 times 7 halves B leaves on the right-hand side, let's see if we can scoot this up a little bit, I have just B on the left-hand side, 2 times 2100 divided by 7 ends up being 600. So B is 600, so she ate 600 calories for breakfast, but that's not what I was asked for. I need snacks. Come back up here to snacks. We said snacks is equal to breakfast minus 120, so 600 minus 120. So she had 480 calories for snack. I'll just put another S there just to show that. There we go. Okay,